Hello my stars, Motion here, and today we're going to be doing the 17th episode of my Minecraft 1.14.4 survival series. So, if we continue where we left off, which was in our vanilla survival 2 world, we can obviously log into the world and see where we left off. Okay, so last time when we were on this world, we were doing the underground section. We were basically doing like building a swimming pool, which is what we were doing in the previous episode. In this episode, we're probably doing something to do with the swimming pool, but not exactly the swimming pool itself. What I mean by that is we're actually going to be doing the changing rooms in this episode. Now, before I get stuck in with that and actually do the changing rooms, I'm just going to adjust my settings on here because for some reason the video settings have gone very weird. Let's put minimal smooth lighting on there. Just make it interesting. Yeah, we don't need fancy clouds. We can have them off for now. Don't really need them. I can go through this another time, but I think I adjusted the settings the other day because I was playing another world, another server on Minecraft, and I just adjusted the settings. In any case, I have the swimming pool, which I've yet to fill up even more, but it's something. It's got some water in it. That's the main thing. It's got something in it, which is good. So, what we're going to do in this episode is we're going to be sorting out our inventory. Probably the first thing. Those are the water buckets there. Okay. So we just need to put everything away that we don't need. Like, oh, have I got auto jump turned on? Darn it. Okay, hang on. Let me just turn that off. There you go. Okay, lovely. Right, sorry about that. So I'm just going to put all the dirt and things I need to get rid of. Put them in here. I don't really need much. I only need like a little bit. So a little bit of cobble. Wheat can go away. Do I have like a special place for wheat? Is it in the food chest? Well, we've got hay bales in here, so I would have thought this is the best place to put the wheat. I'm not entirely certain, but I'm just thinking it'll probably be the best place for now. I mean, all things considering, I don't really have a proper location for the wheat, so I'm just going to leave it there. Okay, so what else can I put away? Can I put away some andesite or anything? I don't really need it, so I suppose I could. Gravel can go away. I might keep sand on me. Coal's quite useful. I might need to replenish my food a bit because I've only got 3 mutton. And if I'm going underground, then I need a little bit more. So I'm just going to also limit the amount of coal I have on me. Because I don't need all this coal. And where do I put the coal these days? Do I have like a proper chest I put it in? I'm assuming tools and garden is probably the best for it. Unless I got like ores or something like that. Didn't I have a chest for like special ores? Whether it's upstairs. I'm just going to quickly check. Because I'm sure I had a chest somewhere where I put like special types of ores. Yeah, this is it. Not ores, I mean like ingots and everything. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Okay. I'm going to take this chest and move it downstairs presumably because like I presume the basement is the best place I'm putting like all these chests for now. I think it's the place I'm putting all the chests. I mean, I'm not putting them anywhere else, so I think I'll just leave them all here. Alright. So we can have the redstone dust, gold, coal, and iron. That can all go in there. We don't really need the flint. That coal can also go as well. Got quite a lot of coal, surprisingly. Okay, we need the cobble. Don't need the wheat seeds. They can go away. In there. Gosh, I've got a lot of wheat seeds. Need to go through all that. Iron ore we can stick into one of these furnaces, which are not running at the moment. Maybe the blast furnace, actually. You see, I don't know if I need this furnace anymore. I don't think I do. I could probably just use the blast furnace for everything. Yeah, I probably could, actually. Because the blast furnace can do iron. So I can stick everything in here. I don't need this anymore, this normal furnace. This I don't think I do. I could be completely wrong there. I'll just stick all the coal in there. Actually, not all of it, but like a good amount in there. I don't think I need that furnace anymore. I mean, I keep it for now. until I can maybe do some research, just in case a furnace is useful for certain cases, and a blast furnace is not, or something, I don't know. Anyway, I will find out. I'll leave it there for now, just in case I need it for any case, but yeah. Anyway, birch planks, we can keep that on us. The granite can go away, we don't need that at all. Might be an idea just to make another pickaxe. And a few more sticks, which I can get from the birch planks anyway. But do I have much wood these days? Am I running out? Is all the wood in the other chest at the top? Because there's 2 chests here on this floor, isn't there? We've got this chest here. Yeah. This chest is... Hang on, why have we got all these wheat seeds in here as well? I'm putting those in the other chest, aren't I? At the bottom. Oak fence gate. Oh, okay. Interesting. I wonder what all those were doing there. I should really use the oak planks. The birch planks are special for like special types of fences. I should use the oak planks really for wood related things like making tools and stuff. So I keep those on me. I know why I have this chest. It's like the odds and ends chest. But still, flint doesn't go in there. Neither does charcoal. I mean, I can't even remember what charcoal... Apart from being, like, a fuel source, I don't think charcoal's any good for anything else. So, I might put it into the other chest. I'm just checking to see if nothing else is... I don't need anything else. No, all that can stay. Not sure why we got the smooth stone in there. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna leave that chest there because usually if I'm outside and I like rush indoors and I need a place for like dumping things and I don't have anywhere in particular to put them, or I don't have a lot of time to put them and don't have to, I don't have a lot of time sorting things out, so I think I'll just leave that chest there for putting things in a rush, if I don't have a lot of time. So yeah, I will put this into... Oh, it was over there, wasn't it? I haven't even named this chest yet, have I? I need to name it. I need to put a sign there. Do I have any signs? Yes, I do. Okay. Well, I'll put a sign there then. I'm just going to put, what should I call it? Materials? I think. Yeah, probably. Because I'm not entirely sure what to call them, like precious materials or anything. Precious is quite a long word, and I don't think I'll be able to fit it on the sign all in one line. It might have to be 2 lines. But anyway, so I'll leave it like that for now. The oak signs can go away. Sand can stay. A leather. I don't need leather, do I? They can go there. Okay. I think that's basically fine for now. I mean, I'm spending too long sorting things out, so I'm gotta start working on things, so exactly. So underground, if I come down here, we have this, which is like the changing rooms part that we are trying to make. Yeah, so we need to dig in here and start sort of thinking about what we want to do in terms of like the size of the changing rooms. Is it going to be big? Is it going to be a tiny room? Well, obviously it can't be tiny because that would just be ridiculous. But if I sort of try and shape the changing rooms into some kind of size, then that'll be good. I mean, hopefully something that's big, because changing rooms usually are quite large. So, I mean, how much room do I have? I've got quite a lot. Tell you what, presuming that would be the wall there, so if I put that as a marker, then I know to dig to there. Let's do that. So if I just go this way, then we have the marker, which I've just digged in the wall there for a second, to suggest the ending of the digging, if that makes any sort of sense. There we go. The ending of the digging. Alright then. Obviously my grammar is getting a lot worse, and I don't know why. But anyways, I am just going to dig all that up like that. Next thing is obviously dig these pillars, or what would you like to call these? Like just parts of the wall, if you even call it a wall. I don't know. Just want to get rid of all this as well, and slowly turn this changing room into a changing room. I mean, not that it's any like it's not that it's actually a changing room at the moment. It's not a changing room at all. In fact, it is quite the opposite. It is simply a big. Well, it looks kind of like a tunnel at the moment because you're going that way. So, yeah. But in any case, I'm gonna try and, you know, dig all this up and turn this into a changing room at some point, which will be good because we certainly want a changing room, don't we? I mean, I certainly want a changing room. So then, otherwise, how are you supposed to get into the pool that I just made? I need a way. I mean, you can obviously get into the pool, but what I mean by that is how you need a good place to get changed before you go in that pool. Otherwise, you'll be going in that pool in your clothes, and it's just going to make your clothes sweat. So it's not a good idea to do that. It's much better if you have a changing room, you get changed, you spruce up a bit, you go and dive in the pool, which basically makes you wet, which is what happens. We don't need to explain all this, it's obvious. Okay. I'm just coming up with some sort of conversation right now. I mean, every time I try and dig something, I'm just terrible at coming up with anything to say, like, conversation-wise. I just can't think of, like, a good topic to talk about. And then suddenly, we think about a topic to talk about, and we're like, oh, let's talk about that then, or whatever the topic is. We think about a topic to talk about, and then we talk about it. But it's like coming up with that topic in the first place, I'm really bad at. So that's why I'm just sort of doing this right now. Digging this wall while not really coming up with anything. But I'll tell you what, let's start thinking about something, otherwise it's going to be absolutely boring, isn't it? So, first of all, let's place down some torches and we can think about things. Right, so, let's talk about recent things that's happened. Right, so, recently, as we know, you know, sort of beginning of January this year, had a few sort of days off before had to go back to my normal routine again. So I had like a few sort of holidays which I took, obviously, because you've got like New Year's Day and like other days like the weekends and things at the very beginning of the year, which is good for spending time with the family and recuperating after last year, which was great and everything. I mean, last year was alright. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, for me personally, it was alright. It wasn't a bad year. I've had worse years in my past, but like last year was quite a good year in the grand scheme of things. It was fun, or at least I made it fun. I made it entertaining. I made it like, you know, interesting. How far am I digging out to? Hang on. Just like maybe there. There you go. That's just a measurement to say that's the wall there. That's the wall. So I'm gonna keep going this way. And of course I broke my pickaxe again. Isn't that great? It's my last pickaxe as well. I am using too many pickaxes. Either that or I'm using not enough of them. I don't know. Either or. But yeah, even though like last year you couldn't really go all that many places because of like, you know, the current situation of the world right now. Everybody knows the situation, which is unfortunate. You know, certain things you wanted to do originally, and now all those plans have sort of slowly turned into a mush or something. And it's like, you know, what do you do during this time? Some people have like gotten bored during this time. You know, sometimes it's not easy to like occupy yourself where you can't meet up with friends and things like that. So it's like, yeah, it's annoying, I know. But the point is, I actually had a lot of entertainment last year and the year before. So, like, not only is my computer like kitted out with a lot of things that I can occupy myself with, just like different games or different little hobbies I have or whatever. That's one good thing about me is I actually got quite a lot of hobbies. Um, I mean, not only do I like playing games, which I suppose you could cast as a hobby, um, but I also like to compose music. I don't know if any of you know that I like to compose music. It's quite fun to do sometimes, especially if you have a bit of time to spare. Then I might, I don't know, come up with a random tune or something and be like, yeah, that's a nice tune. Or I might compose something absolutely terrible. I don't mind. It depends on the situation. If I just want, if I'm like, I don't know, like just trying to think of, like different moods I can be in. Um, if I'm just in a strange mood, then I might come up with some really weird, I don't know. But most of the time when I make my songs, I usually come up with some good tunes, which is pretty cool. But it's just like a hobby, really. It's something I like doing now and again, which is good. So yeah, obviously in this sort of day and age, at least at this sort of time, during these last few years, it's always important to have hobbies that you can occupy your time with, especially in the household. So if you've got things you can do, I need to get some more pickaxes. And I was thinking I might need to get some more dirt for doing measurements. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Um, yeah, if you just got like a lot of hobbies to occupy your time during these sort of 2 years, and perhaps even more, who knows? Hopefully not that much more, because it's a bit tedious now and again having to do what we're doing at the moment. Um, that's the main thing. As long as you've got like hobbies, you can keep yourself occupied. Um, I mean, if you don't actually have that many hobbies that you can do, and it's like hobbies that are quite easy to do, like what I mean by that is things you can do within the household, or perhaps if you have like a garden, you can go out in your garden. If you've got a hobby of, if you're like into gardening or something, that's also a hobby. You can do that. It's absolutely fine. You've got in your own garden because you're not actually meeting anyone in particular. So um, hobbies are always important during this sort of time of current events and things. But if you don't have a lot of hobbies, then I suppose one thing you can do is watch YouTube, which is what you're doing right now, I suppose. And also to play games. There's many games out there. Play some random games. And that's also good for occupying time. So yeah, I'm just trying to measure this place out a bit. See, my measurements are never all that good. They're just like pieces of dirt or like digging into a wall, and that's a measurement. Okay, and it's basically I have to dig up to that point, and then I stop because I can see the light coming from the other side of the where I've just digged through. So that's usually what I use for my measurements. I don't know if other people do the same method. I haven't really watched many Minecraft YouTubers do this sort of thing, but this is what I do for measuring things out. As you can see, this is a room. It's a bit dark in the corners, but we can sort that out. There you go. Yeah, and basically I just put some dirt down to measure out like the size of this room and how big we want it to be. So I think this is going to be the size that we want this room to be. As a changing room, it looks really open, which is a good thing and a bad thing. When it comes to changing rooms, I've been to, I don't know, been to gyms now and again, or no, when I can go to gyms. There's some change rooms there if you're going to pop into the showers or whatever. And some change rooms are really large, and then some changing rooms are not so large and have like different cubicles you can go in to change. I quite like the cubicle sort of idea, so then you can have a bit more privacy and stuff, and you don't have to worry about people eavesdropping over you, as some people like to. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna try and make this into like cubicles or something. I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh, I was gonna get some pickaxes, and I didn't, did I? Darn it. Okay, let me get some pickaxes. But I think I can turn it into like cubicles, so it's more like a privacy thing, really. And sometimes it's quite sort of cozy to have your own cubicle, and you can change in there merrily, and you don't have to rush because there's always like the idea that if you're changing with other people in the same room as you, and they can potentially see you, then there's always the idea that you might want to rush a little bit, um, just so they don't feel as if you're spending ages in the same room. I mean, not that they're probably thinking that. I don't know if they would be thinking that at all. But it's just like a subconscious thing sometimes, depending on how people think. And if people are like put off by someone being in the same room and that you're changing in for like an hour or something, then it can be a little bit off-putting because you'd be like, "Oh, hey Joey," and then like you go and do your gym stuff and you come back and it's like, "Oh, hey Joey, he's still there and he's still changing." Um, I don't know. It could be off-putting and also it can be entertaining. I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go along. Anyway, I'm just gonna put some cubicles in here because I think that's a good idea, and I could have like a bench at the end. So here, you sit. Actually, that's not a very good bench, is it? It's more like a table than a bench. Um, I need like stairs, and then it will look like a bench, and it's like a place you can sit down on. You can change. And it's just like cubicles. Now, the thing is, though, for people, if I open this up to the world, this server, of course I can't really do that because it's my own server on my own PC. What I mean by that is just simply a Minecraft world. I'd have to open up a LAN party for people to get into this place. I can't really do that easily because there isn't that many people in this household that want to play the game. Um, Apart from me. So, what was I doing? Was I making pickaxes because I've already got some? Oh, stairs! That's what it was, wasn't it? I wanted to get some stairs. I'm looking at every single chest and not the one I need. Do I have any stairs? I mean, yes, I got some stairs here. Oh my god. No, not that kind of stairs. I mean, do I have stairs inside of a chest? I have oak stairs. But do I have cobblestone stairs? If not, then I'm going to have to make some cobblestone stairs at this rate. I think I'm going to have to, because I don't really have any sort of stairs. So let's make some stairs. Alright, so I'm just going to do this for a second. But yeah, if I can do this like a bench sort of idea, so you can sit down and sort of get changed. The thing is, though, yeah, what I was just briefly saying there is if I open this up to the world or whatever, and people can get into the server, like a LAN party or something, I don't know how I'm going to do that though, and they go and walk into the changing rooms. I don't really want people to think that these changing rooms are actually supposed to be a toilet, because it would look, having cubicles, it would look like it's a toilet, you know, a bathroom or something. So I'm just gonna have 64 stairs. Do I need all these stairs? Probably not. I think I made too much, but it doesn't matter. We're gonna have fun nonetheless. Yeah, I don't really want people walking into the changing rooms thinking, "Oh, is this the toilet?" And then them going to the into the cubicles and seeing a bench at the end and thinking, "Oh, this is not quite a toilet, is it?" In any case, I'm just gonna put some of this down. I could always put a signpost up to say, "By the way, this is not a toilet. This is the changing rooms." And then people will be like, "Oh, right, okay then." There you go, that's all right there. I don't know if this is going to look anything good. I mean, I don't know. This is probably going to look a bit terrible, but let's just do it anyway. I need some more cobble. There you go. I'm making these cubicles out of cobblestone. How big do I want them? I want the floor space to be 3 by 3. So if I have this as the, like, you know, I need some more cobble. Have that as the wall. Then it does look slightly better. Tell you what, let's get rid of that. Okay, lovely. And then I can do that to this as well. Okay, good. I'm very bad at doing that, aren't I? Because I just blocked it up completely. Um, there you go. Okay, so does this look anything like a cubicle? I don't know. Kind of. But it looks like 3 there, so I need some over here as well. Might be an idea. Yeah, I like that idea. So if I have put that up like that. There. Okay. And then I can have there as well. I need to get some more torches though. So I'm going to have a torch there. Okay. So then I can have, at the end we have that, and at the end we have that. Okay, floor space is 3 by 3. So that's that. And then this is like the walkway. I think that's a little bit too narrow for a walkway. I think I'm going to push this back slightly. I mean, it's nice having 3 by 3, but for this, I'm going to make it 3 by 2. So then the walkway here is slightly better, and it's not so cramped. That's probably better actually. So like this. There we go. Okay, and here as well. So we can have like a walkway of the changing rooms. Hang on, get rid of that. Torch there actually. Okay, torch there. All right. So now we can do some more of this like that. Okay. So now we've done all those. But if I just correct all these ones as well. Basically I'm going to do the same sort of design for the other changing rooms, because we have like male changing rooms and female changing rooms. And then inside of the changing rooms you have cubicles. Yeah. I didn't really think this through, because like a cubicle can actually be used in like unisex changing rooms. I have been to a swimming pool where there's literally just the only thing is cubicles, like hundreds of cubicles. So they're all basically unisex changing rooms. So I could do that. At the same time, though, it does look a bit like prison cells, just without the door. Yeah, so this is what the changing rooms look like. Great. Okay, there's not a huge amount of room inside each cubicle, but you never know. It's good enough. And by the way, this is not the toilets. This is not bathroom or anything. It's simply the changing rooms. But there's 5 cubicles, so for 5 people, or if you're with husband or wife or something, doesn't quite work because you can't really bring. If this is going to be the male changing rooms, you can't bring your wife in here. Wives are not allowed in the male changing rooms, and the opposite is true for the female changing rooms. So if you've got a husband, he can't go into the female changing rooms. And this is what it is at the moment. I mean, theoretically, I could just simply have the whole area, just one massive changing room area, and doesn't matter if they have like male and female. I mean, originally that was the idea, have male and female sort of changing rooms, but like because they're using cubicles instead of like the old, so the other idea of having a massive room, then there's no point in having the separation. In any case, I might actually knock down the walls and make it one big thing. I'll do that at the end, I think. I mean, I can still have 2 doors. I could have a door here, and then a door at the other end. Like here. I can still have like 2 doors. Doesn't worry me at all. Okay. So, I'm now going to try and design the second changing rooms. So, presumably, this changing room will be for, well, if I'm going to open both of them up, then it will literally be for everybody. Yeah, and then you don't separate them. Actually, that's probably a better idea, actually. You know, it's a changing world. You know, the idea of having segregation of, like, males and females, it's kind of an old-fashioned idea. People are changing these days. New ideas, new diversity and things. So, you know, people like to have more than one gender sometimes. Um, in terms of the world, and things, the world is changing, diversity and everything. So perhaps I should obviously continue with those sort of times, change these up a little bit, and make it sort of like a unisex, all genders changing room. I don't see any problem with that, so I might just do that. I'm just going to sort out my dirt. I was going to originally put away the granite, but oh well. I mean, either that or the granite I digged up from around here somewhere. Maybe that's what happened with the granite. I'm not sure. In any case, I'm just going to get rid of all this. At some place, I might need to put in like a bathroom as well. That's going to be a bit tricky because again, I'm going to have exactly the same space again, like the changing rooms. Don't know what I'm going to do about the bathroom actually, because unlike changing rooms can have cubicles and everything, bathrooms still a lot of them these days still have like the segregation. I haven't really seen that many in the world which aren't that don't have segregation. So changing rooms, cubicles and changing rooms make sense, quite a bit actually. But I'm not saying that bathrooms having unisex bathrooms don't make any sense. I'm just saying that I haven't seen that many examples of that in places when I go out and about. I'd like to see more examples like that, but I just haven't seen all that many. But if I can, maybe I'll try that. I'm just thinking like how to go about it. I suppose I'll probably just do cubicles again. But I'm just saying that I haven't seen that many examples of that in the world, but that doesn't mean to say that you can't have it. You just need to have more examples, more places in the world where such a thing can happen. Exactly. So, I'm going to put a measurement down there and basically get rid of all of this, turn it into the second change room, and then join the two change rooms up, because we don't need them to be separate anymore. They could literally be the same thing. That would probably be a good idea actually. I mean, like I said, having the original setting of like 2 was great, but then once I rethought everything and actually thought about it properly, I was like, we can just simply do cubicles. It just makes more sense. So, yeah. Okay then, so I'm about halfway done, I think, with this changing room, and then I join both of them up. But it would just take me a little while to actually join them up, because I just need to remember where the wall is that I need to knock down. And then once I know that, I can simply knock the wall down and it will be one big room. So that'd be pretty good. So just gonna get rid of all this, and hopefully we'll be like halfway done with this one. And then merrily getting on our way towards completing this part of the changing room as well. Yeah, so hopefully we can get rid of all this and it will look a lot nicer. So, collect all that up as well. We're still like halfway done though. So I thought we would have a lot more out of I thought it would, like after all this time of just digging here, we would have a lot more done of this part of the changing room. But it doesn't seem to be the case. I mean, sometimes when you have like big projects like this, you're going to have situations where you feel as if you've done quite a long time of digging, and then you realise actually you haven't actually dug that far. Situations like that arise all the time in Minecraft. You feel like, oh actually I've dug a lot of cobblestone or stone today or whatever. Surely I've made a massive tunnel. Well, if you just have a look and turn around, you might realise that it isn't as big as you thought. Depending on the situation, of course. It depends what you're doing. I mean, if you're digging in a straight line, then obviously it's going to be a lot bigger than you thought. A lot longer than you thought. But if you're digging like what I'm doing here, then it's going to appear a little bit slowly, like slower, I mean, in terms of like getting the project done from start to finish. It's going to be such a more slower process, which happens sometimes. So I'm going to put a bit of dirt there. And yes, we just got about 3 more sections of this to go. And then that will be done with this. Okay, so I might need some more torches as well. I mean, like, this area is getting quite dark. Not meant to be dark, but it certainly is getting quite dark. So I will put down some torches in a bit. Once I'm finished with the digging, of course. I mean, you know, the amount of digging we're going to have to do in order to get rid of all this is just interesting. But anyways, we're getting close towards finishing, so that's good. Also, this pickaxe is also getting close towards finishing, so that's not particularly good, because I need to get another pickaxe again. It really goes to show, like, how many pickaxes all of this just uses up. I was expecting to maybe use 2 of the pickaxes in total, or 3, maybe 4, but I'm nearly using about 6 of them. So yeah, stone pickaxes are not the best. They are quite, what's the word, like, not that good at digging. They're not massively fast either, but it's a good speed that I like. I like this sort of speed for digging. Otherwise, if you have like massive speed, if it's really fast, then you can get a bit carried away if you're not too careful. I'm going to have to use this iron pickaxe, which is annoying because I didn't really want to use it. There. Okay. This iron pickaxe is like nearly done. Okay. But tell you what, I have finished with the digging of this room. Next thing I'm going to do is put down some more measurements, like this, for example. Like that. Like that. That and that. Now it's very interesting how I can hear a lot of zombies and things. I can hear them on the other side of this wall. They must be extremely close. I'm going to have to find out in a bit, aren't I? I'm going to have to dig through and see, are they close? Or are they like really far away? Because they sound really close to me. Any case, I'm going to go up and build some more pickaxes. I really feel as if there's a cave system around there somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere. It could even literally just be on the other side of that wall, because it sounds so loud. It sounds like they're literally there. Also, how many pickaxes am I making today? Surely I'm only making 3. But it looks like I'm making like 46. Okay, there we go. We'll just make 3 of them for now. Okay, so let's go underground and find out how close those zombies and things are. Because I feel like they're going to be pretty close. Ooh, whoa. I mean, talk about suddenly you enter into a cave system and there's like a zombie, sorry, not a zombie, there's like a skeleton right there. Can shock you a little bit, you know? It's like, I was semi-expecting it, but I was like, I didn't realise how close the skeleton actually was from where I was. But anyways, great, I've just opened up that space there to potential enemies. And they could probably get me from here. Oh my gosh, there's like creepers and all sorts of things down there. Oh, that's going to be interesting, isn't it, boys? I'm going to block that up for now, I think, because it's going to take me a while to even do anything. Also, why is the zombie... Sorry. Why does the skeleton keep moving around? He's not staying in one place. I don't actually know. Is there a river there, I think? Oh, there is. It's like a river right next to me. Like, right next to that. Okay. Right, well, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to block it up for now. I'll come back to that later. I mean, that's something I need to look into, I know, to go through all that. But I'm just going to block it up for now, and then I'll go through that later. That is a job for me to sort out when I have the time. But I don't really have a lot of time. I need to build the cubicles first. So yeah, then we have a cave right next to the changing rooms. Isn't that great? I was not expecting that. I mean, they can do whatever they like over there for a bit. I don't mind. But I'm just going to sort out all this first. Potentially I can go back there and clear that out. But I'm just going to sort this out for now. Okay, so what we need is like some walls here. And then we put down the cobblestone stairs. Put a torch there. Put a torch there as well. Okay, stairs. And then we put down cobblestone. Like that. Okay, and then we're going to then like pull this in and fill this up a bit. That's the idea. Okay. Good. So now I can go through that. Put all that down like that. There we go. Okay, so now I just need to do the other side. So I have 3 there. I put the torch there. I put 3 there. Torch above. And finally 3 there. Lovely. Torch above. Put some cobblestone down. And then we simply put that around it to make it interesting. Because that certainly makes it interesting, don't you think? Maybe, maybe not, who knows. Okay, then we do that as well, and then we're basically nearly done. Amazing. I was not expecting that. Was you? Were you, I mean? No? Well, there we go. Okay. So, now we have this. We can now do this. I realised there's a piece of cobblestone there that was missing for like years. Okay. There we go. That now looks pretty awesome. I'm actually gonna, like here, I'm gonna put down some, what's the word? Cobblestone. Make it look nice. I mean, not that I actually need to, but I'm just gonna make it look nice. Same thing here actually. I don't actually need to get rid of this wall, but there's no harm in making it look nice, so that's what I'm going to do. Make it into a nice cobblestone wall, because that's what it's meant to be. Make it actually look like this was one massive room that I turned into 2, when actually, I mean, make it look like there's one massive room that I originally made, when actually there was 2. That's what I should have said. I don't know. I sometimes say the wrong thing of what I mean. Sometimes I say the opposite of what I mean. Sometimes, or if I like have a double negative or something, sometimes I do that. But anyways, we have got a massive array of changing rooms, different cubicles. That actually looks pretty good. Good. I think I've finally completed the changing rooms. I mean, surely I can put some doors here as well, to also complete the aesthetic that this is a changing room, but I can always do that at a later point. The only thing I'm going to do is probably put down some signs here to say that these are the changing rooms. So I'm going to take some signs and then just place them on the wall there and just make it look like this is just the changing rooms. Can I stop bashing into the wall? Then I can take a sign and do that. Have I got any signs? Yes, I do. Lovely. Okay. So we're going to go down. Place down the signs. and then obviously type in changing rooms into them. Okay, so we have one here. Just call it a changing room. And then one here as well. Lovely. Good. So now I've finally completed the changing rooms. And they look pretty good, actually, if you ask me. Good. Okay, then. What I might do, actually, because that definitely took quite a while to complete in terms of this, you know, this episode, I might actually call it a day. I mean, it did a pretty good job. We've turned the 2 changing rooms into one massive big changing room, and it actually looks quite nice as changing rooms. I suppose one thing we could probably do next is the toilets. We've been sort of talking about that, thinking that's probably next on our list. So we can probably work on that, like on the next episode. But if anything, we have definitely completed the changing rooms. And I thought this was going to be 2 episodes. I thought I was going to have like changing rooms part 1 and changing rooms part 2. Originally, that was one of my thoughts that it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna have it's gonna take like one episode of one changing room and another one for the other one. But no, I actually got on with this quite quickly actually, which is good. So, what I probably do is I call it a day. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye.